Get ready for the news that is shaping our world right now. We kick things off with a monumental celebration as Britain's David Attenborough turns 100. For decades, this voice has been the definitive guide to the natural world, and we dive into how this icon has used his platform to push for environmental change, from his work on the plastic scourge in Blue Planet 2 to his dedication to conservation.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we turn our attention to high-stakes legal battles in Georgia. Fulton County is fighting back against a massive Department of Justice subpoena that is targeting election workers from the 2020 election. We examine the arguments being made by Fulton County officials as they challenge this overbroad request, which they claim is an attempt to harass political opponents. Now shifting gears to the music world, prepare for some incredible live performances. Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Graham Nash has just announced exciting new fall tour dates, including shows in Canada and New York. Find out all the details on when you can catch this legendary artist live this autumn. And finally, we look at the political landscape as voter turnout shapes the future. With nearly 18% of county voters potentially left without a voice in key statewide races, we analyze what this means for the further right bloc that recently gained power and whether a better showing can change the tide. Stay with us for the full breakdown. Britain's iconic natural historian, David Attenborough, will celebrate his 100th birthday this Friday. For over 7 decades, his unmistakable voice has served as the definitive narrative for the natural world, captivating hundreds of millions through his globally acclaimed documentaries. Attenborough remains a leading voice in environmental protection, having produced some of his most impactful work in recent years. His immense charisma, humor, and profound knowledge have established him as a broadcasting superstar, earning admiration from figures ranging from the royal family to Barack Obama and Billie Eilish. The late Queen Elizabeth praised his work in 2019, noting his unequaled ability to communicate the beauty and vulnerability of the natural environment. Attenborough's films have powerfully conveyed both the wonder and the tragedies of nature. Notable moments include his encounter with young mountain gorillas in the 1979 series, Life on Earth, and his poignant storytelling about Lonesome George, the last surviving Pinta Island tortoise, which highlighted the fragility of ecosystems. As climate change intensifies, Attenborough dedicated much of the 1990s to public awareness. His 2017 blockbuster, Blue Planet 2, which focused on ocean plastic pollution, garnered massive viewership and spurred significant action from governments and retailers regarding plastic reduction. In recognition of his centenary, Britain is marking the occasion with a week of special BBC broadcasts, a concert at the Royal Albert Hall, and various nature-focused events. Colleagues note that Attenborough remains deeply involved in programming, driven by his enduring curiosity and storytelling joy. Beginning his career with Zoo Quest in 1954, Attenborough transitioned from television production to documentary filmmaking, achieving household recognition with Life on Earth in 1979. His career underscores a persistent sense of duty, as he has stated, "How could I look my grandchildren in the eye and say I knew what was happening to the world and did nothing?" Fulton County, Georgia, is challenging a subpoena issued by the Department of Justice that seeks the names and contact information of every election worker involved in the 2020 election. The Fulton County Board of Registrations and Elections has filed a motion in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Georgia, requesting the federal court to quash the grand jury subpoena. Legal representatives for Fulton County officials argue that the subpoena is grossly overbroad, lacks a reasonable need, and cannot yield evidence sufficient for criminal prosecution. They stated that the subpoena's purpose appears to be to target, harass, and punish perceived political opponents of the president. The move comes amid an ongoing federal investigation into alleged irregularities in the 2020 election. Federal agents had previously seized all ballots and records from the election, a search reportedly driven in part by Trump allies who attempted to use debunked theories to challenge the results. Fulton County officials have long sought a federal judge to order the return of the records, though a ruling has not yet been issued. DOJ attorneys, conversely, maintain that the search was based on evidence of potential misconduct and accused Fulton County officials of speculating about a grand conspiracy. In their filing, Fulton County lawyers characterized the subpoena as the latest attempt to intimidate political adversaries. They further contended that the statute of limitations for any alleged crime has expired and that the investigation lacks a legitimate foundation, asserting that grand juries are not intended to conduct roving inquiries unconnected to a prosecutable criminal case. Rob Pitts, chairman of the Fulton County Board of Commissioners, described the subpoena as an outrageous federal overreach designed to intimidate and to chill participation in elections. The Department of Justice has not yet responded to requests for comment. Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Graham Nash has expanded his 2026 tour schedule, announcing a new fall run featuring performances throughout September and October. The tour kicks off on September 12 in Northampton, Massachusetts, and concludes on October 9 in Shippensburg, Pennsylvania. Highlights of the fall schedule include a performance at the Harvest Jazz and Blues Festival in Fredericton, New Brunswick, Canada, on September 19, and 2 dates at the Bethel Woods Center for the Arts in Bethel, New York, on September 27 and 28. The tour concludes in Pennsylvania on October 9. Prior to the fall dates, Nash completed the first leg of his 2026 tour in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, and is scheduled to begin a summer leg on July 7 in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. The summer leg features co-headlining shows with Lucinda Williams and a special guest appearance at the Avett Brothers show on July 12 at Red Rocks Amphitheater in Morrison, Colorado. Fans can find the complete list of dates and ticket information for the new shows on GrahamNash.com. County voters in KHOL 89.1 FM report a significant concern regarding their influence in crucial statewide elections. Data suggests that nearly 18% of county voters may lack a direct voice in determining outcomes for key statewide races. This finding comes amid a political landscape shaped by the recent primary results, where the further-right bloc gained power following a 27% voter turnout in the 2024 primary. Political analysts are currently assessing whether a stronger showing from county voters could potentially shift the momentum in these statewide contests.